Hi everybody, thanks for joining me once again for another video from my series Master the British Accent. And in this video we're going to be talking about something that's very important when you're speaking English, which is syllable stress. Because as you probably know, a lot of words in English have more than one syllable, and not every syllable is pronounced with the same stress. So one of the syllables will be stressed, we call this the primary stress, and the other syllables will be unstressed. For example, apple has two syllables, and we stress the first syllable, so we say apple, we don't say a pull. Banana has three syllables, banana, but we don't say banana, we say banana and not banana. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So in banana, the second syllable will be stressed, second of the third syllables, the second of the three syllables. And there are some general rules which we can follow. Normally, in two-syllable nouns and adjectives, you stress the first syllable of the word. For example, carton, bottle, purple, happy. So in all these words, the first syllable is stressed. And in two-syllable verbs and prepositions, you normally stress the second syllable. For example, relax, receive, between, among. So you wouldn't say relax, receive, between, and among. You would say relax, receive, between, and among. So you can see that this rule also applies to a certain number of words that are spelt in the same way, but they change their stress depending on whether they are a noun or a verb. For example, addict is a noun and addict is a verb. You can also say addicted. The stress would be in the same place. So an addict is addicted to something. The noun has the stress at the beginning of the word, and the verb has the stress on the second syllable of the word. Let's try practicing some more examples of this. Conduct, conduct, conflict, conflict, contest, contest, convert, convert, desert, dessert. And there's also a word which is a noun, dessert, with two S's. Increase, increase. Object, object. Present, present. Produce, produce. Progress, progress. Rebel, rebel. Record, record. Subject, subject. Suspect, suspect. As well as this, some words will change their stress depending on whether they are a noun, a verb, an adjective, or an adverb, and so on. So these are some common examples, and these are often very difficult for non-native speakers to remember and learn, because the word is essentially the same root, but the stress comes in a different part of the word depending on the part of speech. Okay, so let's practice some words which are like this. Politics, political, politician, photograph, photography, photographer, compete, competitive, competition, economy, economics, economize, family, familiar, familiarity, hospital, hospitable, hospitalize, origin, original, originality, mechanic, mechanism, mechanical, define, definition, definite, courage, courageous, probable, probability, geography, geographic, geographical, memory, memorial, Canada, Canadian, and so on. So these are words which you need to get used to and probably memorize as well, so you can get the stress right each time. Another thing that non-native speakers often find difficult is where the stress comes in words that have multiple syllables and contain a suffix. So in these types of words, you don't normally pronounce every syllable with the same stress. So in these suffixes here, the main stress in the word is placed on the syllable before the suffix. So for example, potential is potential. It's not potential or potential. It would be potential. Okay, so let's practice some words that have the stress on the syllable before the suffix. Potential, vocational, artificial, biography, geography, photography, musician, librarian, politician, Atlantic, Pacific, specific, comical, logical, typical. So in words that have these endings, the stress will normally be in the same place. And in these kind of suffixes, the stress is placed on the syllable before the suffix. So these work in the same way. Patience, conscience, convenience, convenient, deficient, sufficient, justify, terrify, testify, primarily, necessarily, temporarily, criminal, terminal, original, opinion, rebellion, religion. So in words that end in these suffixes, the stress is normally placed on the syllable before the suffix. So this is a general rule that you can remember. In the next set of words that we're going to practice, the stress is placed on two syllables before the suffix comes. For example, ordinary. It wouldn't be ordinary or ordinary. Ordinary. So let's practice some more examples. ordinary, military, necessary, photograph, paragraph, autograph, attitude, magnitude, substitute, advertise, modernize, penalize. This next set of suffixes are stressed. So, for example, we would say absentee, not absentee or absentee. It should be absentee. Let's practice some more examples. Refugee, trainee, career, engineer, volunteer, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, boutique, technique, unique, brunette, cassette, cigarette. In verbs that end in ate, we normally place the stress on the first syllable. In nouns that end in tion, we normally place the stress on the syllable before the tion. So this may sound a little bit complicated, but let's just practice it in some examples so you get the idea. Repeat after me. Activate, activation, celebrate, celebration, congratulate, congratulations, demonstrate, demonstration, donate or donate, donation, locate, and location. Sometimes when a vowel sound is not stressed, it will become reduced to another form. So for example, we wouldn't say little, we would just say little. So the vowel sound at the end of the word becomes shorter. Let's practice some more examples of this. Little, social, level, awful, symbol, gamble, mental, marvel, beautiful, idle, able, final, travel, careful, practical, angel, faithful, cycle, local, animal, novel, ocean, fasten, common, fiction, children, person, nation, urban, chicken, lesson, million, German, dozen, iron, direction, woman, given, melon, grammar, teacher, visitor, culture, popular, driver, liquor, measure, sugar, singer, actor, injure, familiar, answer, color, future. So lastly, we need to look at some compound words. These are words which are made up of two separate words that are put together, or sometimes they're two-word phrases that have one word stressed and one word unstressed. And the stress can change depending on whether it is a noun phrase or a verb phrase. For example, we would say back up. For example, I need to back up my computer. But when you back up your computer, you create a backup. So I need to pick up my new clothes and make a pickup. So you can see that the stress changes depending on whether this is a noun phrase or a verb phrase. And as I said at the beginning of this video, usually when it's a noun, or in this case a noun phrase, the first syllable will be stressed, and when it's a verb, the last part or the second part will be stressed. So let's practice these compound words and phrases now. The bus stopped. Bus stop. Work out. Workout. I was homesick. Homesick. Take off. Take off. Rip off. Rip off. Back up. Back up. Check in. Check in. Pick up. Pick up. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, click on the subscribe button on the screen right now to subscribe to my YouTube channel and receive all of my latest videos. Also, you can go to ddaoenglish.com and find all my latest updates there. 使用微信的朋友可以扫描屏幕上的二维码，关注我的微信的公众号。Stay tuned for more English learning videos, and thanks for watching. See you soon, everybody.